the church has, look, it's been compromised. It's long been compromised. I think a lot of people have seen how compromised it certainly was over the last couple of years with two different subjects. Starting out with the George Floyd situation in the Summer of Love in 2020. Well, not starting out. That was the same year that the COVID stuff popped off. And the fact that so many churches basically acted as extensions of the state with some of their rules and their policies surrounding that, which is quite pathetic if you ask me. Here's an example, though, of just that. And the fact that something like this is happening is quite hilarious. So there's this church out in Illinois. Okay. And they are saying that during Lent, the church will not utilize any music created by white individuals. In the section of the homepage of the website of the First United Church of Oak Park. And it has the headline, Lent 2022, Fasting from Whiteness. For Lent this year, First United is doing a mix of giving something up and taking something on. In our worship services throughout Lent, we will not be using any music written or composed by white people. Our music will be drawn from the African American spirituals tradition, from South African freedom songs, from Native American traditions, and many, many more. That's what the website states. For Lent, it is our prayer that in our spiritual disciplines we may grow as Christians united in the body of Christ with people of all ages, nations, races, and origins. Yet, oddly enough, you are excluding even utilizing the work of other Christian individuals that are, let's say, rather pale. TBUSA posted a photo of a church sign that bears the headline, Fasting from Whiteness. The sign includes the message, this Lent, we build our worship life around the voices of black people, indigenous people, and people of color. And now this church, for more information on this church, is unabashedly pro-LGBT, declaring on the website, we welcome lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender people into the full life and ministry of the church, including ordination, expecting and encouraging them to share their talents and gifts in the life. So this is the only quote unquote woke church that exists out there. I think a lot of them have been, you have people, there's newer ones, but there's also these conversions that have happened by way of the churches that have been existing for a while. And, you know, this is the opposite of what you generally think of what the church is supposed to do, where the church is adjusting now based upon the world. So it's worldly. It's more secular than what it is. And I've talked about this on the Blaze before about how I looked at the gospel is just that, the word is just that, and just because the actions or what's accepted by way of the world, you think that they wouldn't change, or the church wouldn't try to adjust what they do and what they see as righteous based upon what the world does. But that has happened. So this is right along the lines of what you could generally expect from, and you see, this is First United Oak Park. This is out of Oak Park, Illinois. And as it says right here, it's on there. They put it on the homepage of their website. On Lent 2022 is Fasting from Whiteness. It's interesting, certainly thing to, again, because that's worldly, right? It's like the culture, particularly in the Western American culture, is focusing so heavily on all of this sort of race-based nonsense. And they say that they're not going to be using this stuff that is composed by white people. And the fact that people, look at this, they got their kids masked up. And they're showing this on the homepage of the church website, man. Like, oh man, like I've said before, man, the church is long compromised, and if you go, well, I don't want to say if you go. This is just more so according to First United Church of Oak Park. Yeah, gonna be giving up composed music by white people because of reasons, or something. Oh shit, man.
You just listened to a clip from my podcast, For Canon's Sake, which is live throughout the week at 12 p.m. Central on youtube.com/YoungRipper59 and odyssey.com/@YoungRipper59. Be sure to check out my website, ericdjuly.com, so you can stay up to date with everything it is that I'm doing. You can also become a member and get access to a bunch of cool perks and exclusive content, which includes a social media hub where you can interact with myself and other members. It even has an app that you can get, which is now live in the Google and Apple stores.